And I'm honored and privileged to have you on the live with the Hype Magazine, man. I'm extremely excited for this, so I appreciate you taking time
No,
today.
it's all good. What's going on?
So to get started, can we tell the fans and listeners who may not be familiar who you are and where you're from?
I'm Esso. Everyone sees sounds official from Southside Jamaica, Queens. You might have seen me on many platforms before. You know what I'm saying? From Hot New Hip Hop, This Is 50, my expert opinion, Eat at the Table, Bag Fuel. I'll be on the radio with Clue. I'm on the radio with Cosmic Kev in Philly. I'm on the radio with Gray Street in Atlanta.
Yeah, you on an amazing run right now. So it's great to see it because I know you started out more behind the scenes, and now you've moved into being in the front, and you've taken this to a whole nother level. So I want to highlight that. But what made you get into the music industry in the first place? Like, what made you decide you wanted to pursue this as your career?
Well, my basketball career. Can you close that door for me? Well, my basketball career had kind of went awry. Made some mistakes when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? So my scholarships was gone. But I actually was smart, so I got a scholarship to Morgan State, and I went to school there. You know what I'm saying? I started throwing parties there, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this right. Pardon me to try to set this up right.
Are you good?
Yeah. So I actually went to school there, and I went to school there and started throwing parties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I started throwing parties, and it led to a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as I started throwing parties and started making money, I realized I wanted to transition it into something else. How could I do this long term? So a female that I was cool with at the time bought me a magazine.
Okay.
And there was a write-up. There was a write-up in Vibe magazine about Puffy, and Puffy had went to college and thrown parties. He had done all the things that I was already doing.
Yeah.
So I saw a pathway to what he did. So he started managing. So I figured, let me, aspire to manage and see where it goes from there. And then I learned about Mark Pitts. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Mark Pitts was a super manager, is what I call it. So I read up on things that Mark Pitts has done and how he did his business, and set out to be a manager. Started managing DJs first because I was a promoter.
Yeah.
So I was in touch with DJs and other people that threw parties. You know what I'm saying? So that was an easy transition for me to say, oh, I'm gonna have a DJ put them on my parties. And my parties was banging, and I would get them on other people's parties, and I'll make money off of them. You know what I'm saying? And that was my reason for getting into the game, because I really never wanted to work for nobody.
Okay. Yeah.
But some dudes from DC put me on and asked me to throw a party with them because I was popular.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I threw the party with them. A lot of people came out to the party. Thus, I started throwing more parties. I graduated to shows and concerts and stuff like that. My girlfriend at the time was roommates with Clue's girlfriend at the time, and we all from Queens, so they plugged me with Clue, and then that was it. You know what I'm saying? Started throwing parties with Clue. Graduated. My god brother was at Def Jam at the time. Got on with him. Didn't really work out, but I never looked back. You know what I'm saying? I had to spin off and just learn. Yeah. I just had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of that in the music industry. People don't realize sometimes it takes a lot of years, because a lot of times you do stuff and people don't give you the credit for it initially. Yeah. You just keep grinding. I know you and Heineken always talk about it's the relationships. So, I want to highlight, like, one of your first parties, you said on one of the episodes was you threw Jay-Z coming,
that was my first concert.
Yeah.
I had thrown parties already, but I was graduating to go to the next level.
Okay.
And Jay-Z was high at the time. He was brand new. Him and Foxy just dropped the record. And it was new to Baltimore, but it was on Clue's mixtape.
Right, yeah.
So Clue's mixtape was so big that if you had a big record on Clue's mixtape, you was doing shows around the country because people knew about your record. It was a lot of fanfare. Yep. And we didn't have all of this social media and all of that. So and if you really wanted to see what somebody looked like and get a chance to feel what they bring to the table, you had to then go out to the show and go see them and see what it's all about.
Right.
And that's how I was able to make money. I brought the rapper to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
And
did you already?
that was one of my first shows. I was actually, 18 or 19 when I did that joint with Hov. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing because you talked about, you know, how it was a risk for you. You know, your first concert, 18 years old, you putting up the bread and all that, taking all that risk. Did you already have that relationship with Jay-Z and them, or did it just
Heck no. I reached out to them.
Okay. Yeah.
I even forget how I found out. I think I got the number from the booking off the CD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real, and to make it to bring stuff back to full circle. Don Pooh, that owns all the Brooklyn Chop House and all that, was managing Foxy, and Don Pooh was one of the people that people pointed me to at first to get Hov in there. I booked Hov and had Hov, and then everybody was like, "Yo, you need Foxy too," and I was like, "Yo, I can't afford Foxy. I got Hov for $3,000. Foxy was $1,500. Yeah. Word. Foxy was $1,500, and they was like, "Well, you need Foxy." I was like, "Yo, if I do Foxy, they're taking my party to $7,000-8,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in college. You charging $10-15 to get in, $7,000-8,000. I'm doing numbers. That's 600 to 800 people. You know what I'm saying? Because you sell 15 at first, but when you get to the door, it's $20-25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you got the venue, you got to pay for the security, you got to pay for the promotion and all that. Like, a lot of people don't know what goes into these shows. They think it's just get the venue and get the star, but there's a lot of overhead that's not understood.
Overhead, G's, the flyers, the security, the clothes you gotta wear, the rider. Because back then, like, people ain't really thinking about the rider like that unless you like Little Baby right now. You know what I'm saying? But back then, your rider was serious, bro. Yeah. They was going, yo, champagne bottles and gum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And certain juices, candy. And it was a lot. It was in abundance for everybody that was with them. You know what I'm saying?
Not just
sometimes they asked for food.
The whole camp, yeah.
They asked for meals. Yeah, if they came at a certain time, if you want a certain thing, they were looking for catering, the food, girls, weed, all types of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And then you said you worked with a lot of DJs coming up. What were some of the first DJs you connected with, and how did those relationships come about? You know what I mean? Because to me, I work with all the DJs as well, and I feel they're the most important aspect to have. So for you, how did you get those early relationships?
SNS was my first DJ.
Wow, salute. Yeah.
S was my first DJ. I knew S because I'm from South Jamaica, Queens, but like I said, I played basketball. So I played ball uptown. You know what I'm saying? I went to school uptown on 135th Street at 8th Randolph. You know what I'm saying? SNS's best friend that he grew up with was a guy named Kareem Falter, a.k.a. Fat Daddy. Fat Daddy played basketball. Fat Daddy went to school with me. You know what I'm saying? So we used to go to S crib and listen to S spin and smoke weed when S was carrying crates for Kid Capri. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know S for a long time, although they had years on me. Me and Fat Daddy was the same age. S guy was about like 1 or 2 years. Like, S is like Clue's age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But that was my first DJ, was S. S was good to me. And I also had a DJ named Chaos that I came up with. Chaos went to school with me, and he wound up going to college with me too. And I wound up that was the first DJ I wound up managing, was Chaos. You know?
Okay, that's the. Now, when you decided to start managing DJs, like, you're coming from college, you're very business oriented. Did you see very quickly how some of the industry misses out on the business aspect of it? Because that's one thing I love about what you guys do with Bag Fuel, is you're breaking down the real behind the scenes business. So do you think that's something you picked up on pretty quickly?
I always was business. I never was talent. So it wasn't nothing for me to have to pick up on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just became talent 3 years ago. I was always business. You know what I'm saying? So I researched how to be a better manager. I wanted to have the love for music. So I always wanted to own my own label. I wanted to run the label, things of that nature.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was always tapped into understanding how I was going to make me and my team money. If you don't make money, you can't survive. Like, it's a lot of creatives that talk about things like this, and I'll be like, yo, you don't focus on money, but you have to understand the business, because if you don't make the money, you're not going to survive. You're not going to be able to do what you need to do. Like, they just had a big thing that has gone around about Puffy saying, even if you want to cure diabetes, it starts with money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need money to do the things that you want and need to do. I'm sorry. That's just the realization of what's going on.
Yep.
I didn't make the rules.
Yep.
I'm just giving the rules out to the people and say, yo, from me coming from where y'all came from, I didn't know this. As I went on, I had to adjust and get this and have to compute this in my mind and be like, yo, this is really what this business is.
Yep.
I never had a chance to share this stuff with people.
Mm.
So when they gave me a platform, I just was talking.
Yeah.
I wasn't like
Yeah.
trying to feed people knowledge. They telling me stuff, and I'm like, yo, that's not how that goes. This is how it goes. Like, this is what's going on. And it just went and it carried on to something else, because what I learned was that this common knowledge to me wasn't common knowledge to most.
Right. Right.
But what mind boggles me is that when I'm telling people the knowledge, they biting back at me like, oh, he's a hater. He don't got money. I be like, yeah, I got plenty of money, bro. Be easy.
Yeah.
This ain't about money.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I'm sharing knowledge. I'm telling you what it is. I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And I know it's disheartening.
Yeah.
To a lot of creatives and people who look at this TV and be like, yo, this is what it is. This is what I want it to be. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I can agree to that. I was talking to a few people about, like, if you're in the music industry, you actually have compared to like Wizard of Oz. Everybody wants to meet the Wizard of Oz, and they think it's all this glitz and glamour. But when you're actually in the game, you know what goes on behind the scenes. You know that it's a lot of more business aspects to it. So it loses that glitz and glamour once you know. But you've done an amazing job of breaking it down the right way. You know, because there's so many people out here faking the information or saying they think they know what's going to happen, but you've done it. You've done it on every level, as we said, throwing your first concert with Jay-Z, managing Rockwater, like the list just goes on and on. So when you're given this game, it's very valuable. And, you know, I know a lot of people are really receptive of it, because you're doing the right thing by helping people and, you know, giving them that information.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed a lot of people. Rock Wilder, Maya, songwriters, Big Draws, songwriters, Reigns, K Mac, who has Coil Ray right now. I managed him. The Soul Diggers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be with people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just chose to be behind the scenes because that was safe. It's safe.
Yep.
Before social media, that was the best thing to do, was to be a manager and be behind the scenes and make your money. You didn't want to be what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you
I
didn't
got 20 years of experience of being behind the scenes, so I manage myself. I know what has to be done. If I didn't know prior, I would be in trouble right now, if you understand what I'm saying, because I know what it's about. I know what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I know what people want to buy. People be shocked at the endorsements that I get, at the people that pay me, because I understand the game. So if somebody pays me for just like this, like if somebody comes and says, like, I'm doing influencer work for this brand here, it's called Ziggly's, right?
Oh, that dope.
Right? It's 18 karat gold, VVS diamonds, but it's hair jewelry, right? This shit $3,000 right here, right? Why would they choose me to do it? Not because I got 1 million followers. I got 86,000 followers, right? I got a big presence on YouTube.
Yeah.
big presence on TikTok. I get more reposts. My presence is in places that I'm not. Because
Right.
I'm not even on those platforms, but people post me and repost me, right? She chose me because I understand the business of promoting.
Yeah.
You got me?
Yeah.
So because she's going to have me on here, she knows that when I'm coming on with you, I'm going to mention it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in my stories. I'm going to professionally put it on my timeline. Every day, I'm going to promote your product because I'm a manager and I know what that means to have people call you to have your talent fulfill what they said that they was going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So somebody might have 300,000 followers and have a bigger name than me, but they're not going to promote it like me.
Yeah.
They don't have people that'll move for them and follow them like me.
Yeah.
That's important to understand that about business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you can outwork my consistency. I tell people, yeah, people going to do it. There's a lot of people going to do it, but I'm always going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
If I
because it's what
keep
you do.
doing
Yeah.
it's how you going to beat me.
Yeah. And I remember when I first got familiar with you, I went to your page. You already were meeting with Drake. You're already meeting with Diddy. Like you're already doing all the stuff that people are getting in podcasting world for hopes to do.
Yeah,
you already do it. Like they're your friends, your best friends, DJ Clue. Like, so you can't be impressed by all this stuff. But you do outwork. You and Heineken and Ghost outwork everybody. Like if you go to Bagfield, you're dropping episodes consistently, the 8-bar clips. Like when you guys decided to make the shift of bringing you from behind the scenes to in front of the camera, was that a hard transition for you, or was it kind of seamless because of how personable you are?
It was. Heineken made it easy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Heineken has played a bigger part in what I got going on than people even understand, because he plays the back. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the reason why I'm in this.
Mm.
He had this vision.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you can take over the world. Like nobody's doing what you're doing. And coming from a dude that stuttered and people wanted me to act and rap, he's the only person that made me comfortable. I said, yo, I stutter sometimes. He'd be like, yo, nobody cares about that. At least I don't care about that, bro. He's like, the way that you talking to me, I don't even notice that you're doing. It's not even nothing crazy. He was like, yo, I got your back. And once he did that, he would lead me in certain ways, and then my experience would take over. Boom. I know what to do from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he helped make the transition. He still helps to make the transition seamless. Yeah. There are things that I don't research. I'm what they call natural.
Okay.
He picks up the pieces for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Questions, he knows how to throw me the questions because I have a gift of being able to just come off the top of the dome. He knows how to navigate that for me. And he'll sacrifice and throw me questions that he might know what to say. Yeah. But he knows that I might come in a totally different way and it'll make good conversation. So he'll throw that ball to me and let me bounce the ball and lay it up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it's definitely the perfect basketball analogy, the point guard to the shooting guard. Like he could answer the question, but he knows that he wants you to get the shine because you can tell there's a genuine love for each other. Like, how did you guys meet in the first place, and what made you guys start rocking as hard as you? Because there's a lot of industry, but you guys seem a real genuine love for each other.
Yeah, we argue. We like brothers. We argue on camera. We argue off camera. Sometimes people get uncomfortable because we screaming and yelling at each other. And then when the camera come on, we like, it's Bagfield, so. You know what I'm saying? But we met at a Bryson Tiller concert. He was there with his brother. His brother's cool with Bryson.
Okay.
I was there with Clue. He wanted to get Clue on his show up on This Is 50. You know, I don't manage Clue, but I handle management responsibilities for him sometimes when he needs me to. Right. So at this type of thing, he was like, yo, call my man, blah, blah, blah. It took a lot of months to make it go down. I stayed in contact with him. I gave him my word that it would go down. I made it go down. When he came to see Clue, a lot of people knew him. I didn't know nothing about being online. I didn't know nothing about content. I didn't know nothing about that. So I was like, why do all these people know this dude?
Yeah.
At Heineken. Like, I don't get it. We at Power 105. All the rappers is there, 50's there, this one's there, and they all know this dude. And I'm like, how do they know this dude? You know what I'm saying? So I called him the next day and I said, yo, I think if you do your own show, I could manage you and take you to the top.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to do my own show. And I was like, well, let me see about managing you. Let me start getting you some work. I would get him some work. And we was just building on a friendship, talking, building. And then I had launched the Clue Lace with me and Clue. And somebody booked me to do a podcast to promote the Clue Lace. And I killed the podcast. And I left there. And he was like, yo, did you like it? I said, yo, Han, I killed that shit. I murdered. He said, all right, cool. Let's do the show together. I was like, do a show?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, why you want to do a show with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, of all the people that you could do a show with, you really want to do a show with me? I was walking out of Rochdale, Southside Jamaica, Queens, where I grew up at, and I was doing a podcast there in Building 12. And I walked out the back door, and he said, do a show with me. And that was it. It took time to get it off the ground. We did it. We had another cast member. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. We couldn't really meet at the minds on what we wanted to do because she was a female. She wanted to do something different than what we wanted to do. So we couldn't meet at the minds, so it didn't work out. But me and him just kept pressing forward through Corona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just kept pressing forward, finding ways to drop content, finding ways to drop clips and do interviews on Zoom and on live and filming it. And then one thing just led to another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just kept working towards
persevering and building. And that's how I got here.
It's dope you say that because Heineken, he's a legend in his own right. Like you said, this is 50. Like when it comes to this blog and interviews, he was already good at what he does. And you reached out to help him. But in the end, you know, God has a vision. So he made it to where he's helping you. And now you both are uplifting each other together. So I think that's what really helps is because you both respect each other's talent level the way you do. So even if you're going back and forth about viewpoints, there's never hostility. It's just we look at things maybe a little differently.
The funny thing is it don't even really be viewpoints. It just be like brotherly, like you fucking wrong. Like it don't even be about no topic. It could be just about basketball. Like the biggest thing that we argue about is LeBron and Michael Jordan. It has nothing to do with Backfield.
Right.
It has nothing to do with money.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll be like, yo, I don't want to talk to you about sports no more because you get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then the camera come on and we'll do this, or we'll argue about a party. Like, yo, I told you you wasn't gonna go without me. Blase, blase, blase. We go back for who the fuck is you? Who is you? I go without you. You know what I'm saying? Be that type of argument. You know what I'm saying? But
it's dope because for a fan, like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. I've been watching for a long time. I love that camaraderie that you're building. Yes, it's good to get the industry information, but that behind the scenes, talking about sports or talking about you going to the party with you, Ghost, and Clue asked you to come behind one line and then you bring them over there. Like, it's really genuine. And then you mentioned your stutter. I think that's what makes you a star because there's a lot of people out here who have a stutter and they may not chase a dream because they think they can't. And here you are, you're going to become the biggest podcast or the biggest radio person. Like, there's no limit to what you want to do because you finally just stepped outside of that hesitation about that.
Sway just said that to me at dinner.
Oh, wow.
Sway, that's why I was going to jump in, but I got a bad, I got to stop jumping in because I'll be wanting to tell people stuff. So I still learn. I got to be like, yo, chill. If you forget, you forget. But Sway just said that to me. Sway said, that's your superpower. Yep. And I was like, word. He was like, yo, bro, nobody cares. Nobody like you the first person that like they do movies about dudes stirring. Nobody even cares, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? He's like, it's regular time with you. Like when I'm with married dudes be like, yo, you making married dudes look good, son. You still spicy, you out there, your wife look good, you lit, son. Like you when I tell my wife, see, you need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to be popping still. You bugging. You know what I'm saying? So I feel good about that. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I celebrate people. I wasn't always this person. You know what I'm saying? I had to graduate to understand it. I never even enjoyed the music business and made tons of money. I never found to even enjoy it, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people who are really doing the music industry, they don't enjoy it no more. It's became more business or more BS behind the scenes. But it seems like you found your passion again. You found like uplifting and helping people. And you mentioned your wife, so I want to highlight that. Like, you have a very strong wife behind you who supports you. Well, how important has that been for you for making this transition? Because you went from being behind the scenes, like you said, you made more money than what you make now, but you're in celebrity status is through the roof right now. How is she supporting you with this, and how great is it to know that you have her in your corner?
We always support each other. She owned lounges and clubs. So my sister had just died. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really working too much, so I went back to DJing, and she gave me a job to DJ inside a club and paid me $450 a night.
Wow.
I was a brand new DJ, had me in there 4 nights out the week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and we was dealing with each other, simultaneously learning each other, trusting. So when you have somebody that understands the pitfalls of working for yourself, it's different.
Yeah.
So I was going through pitfalls, she had the money. She going through pitfalls, I got the money. Yeah. Vice versa. So when it came to podcasting, my thing was like, yo, I'm making good money now. I'm like, yo, this podcasting shit. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't making no money like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I was like, I ain't gonna do it. And she was like, why? She's like, but you like doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, because I got to stick to making this money. We living a good life. And she was like, well, I'm making more money than I've been making because you supported me so I could get to this point.
Yeah. So
why don't you just go on? She was like, she like, I think you earned the right to do something that you really want to do.
Yeah.
So if you really want to do it, you're gonna find a way to make money. I believe in you. She was like, I'll hold if the money gets fucked up, I'll hold all the bills down until you figure it out.
Yeah.
And
that's
when I just thought, I said, yo, word. I was like, all right, I'm gonna press forward.
Yeah.
And although she said that, I would call Han and be like, yo, that's just giving me incentive. I gotta figure out how to make money from this because I really want to do this forever.
Yeah. Now, when she said you could do that, you're going to get into the podcast world. People don't know how much time and effort and work goes into being a podcaster, especially a successful podcaster like you that's traveling around the world, basically. How did you deal with that that change? Like, you knew you were going to be talking, but did you anticipate how much work was going to go into it? And then how have you and Hein reacted to the amount of work you're putting into it?
It's nowhere near the work that I was doing when I was a manager.
Okay. So it's light work for you.
It's like, yo, bro, these dudes be thinking they working. That's why I can outwork a lot of people.
Yep.
Because when I'm putting things together, my wife would be like, yo, this motherfucker did 100 things before noon.
Yeah.
Because I'm managing myself. I'm in Pittsburgh now, filming with my family, but I got a whole nother thing going on in New York, but I call in advance for Heineken and Ghost on Point. Put Clue on Point, Clue, they gonna come through, boom, 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 because I've been a manager.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's easier for me to be able to move and shake. If I wasn't a former manager, I couldn't move and shake. Like I go to Jamaica, I'm still making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to California. I'm here in Pittsburgh. As soon as I land in Pittsburgh, yo, son, let me send you the money. Let me send you the money. Like, who you know got people saying, yo, bro, send me your money. Look, I need to send you the money right now. I'm fortunate. But that's because I got the ability to do my job and help other people do their job too.
Yeah, you know, you're helping other people win. And I seen on the Bagfield, you kind of joke about you being the manager of Bagfield and how can you be this part of the talent and
they don't
value who the manager?
And I know Heineken's watching. Heineken, y'all don't value me being your manager.
I know you're the best manager.
He's on here. He's on the line. John J. Breadwinner, what's good, my dude? I just saw somebody. Yeah.
Now
he's on the line. No, he's watching.
The other thing that you guys are doing really well is you're taking the podcast and going like a artist to these radio stations. Shout out to Greg Street, Cosmic Kev, like legends in their own right. Whose idea was it to travel and hit these radio stations to promote the podcast? Because no other podcast, well, There's a couple, but none of them are doing it to the way you're doing it right now.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't really about promoting the podcast. Like I put the word out there. I wanted to be on radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then as the radio people reached out to me, not to bring me on radio just because they like my work from being on Math Show, from being on 8 at the Table, from being on Bag Fuel, from launching the 8 bar clips, and people appreciated the transition that I made from one show to the other. You know what I'm saying? There are veterans in the game that paid attention to how I really didn't want to get into bad mouthing anybody. I just took my stuff in stride, try to explain to people it's not my show. I can't handle, like, it's nothing that I can do. I answered what I had to. And I and moved on. And a lot of people respected that were big wigs within the game. So when I handled my business that way, it's a lot of people that reached out to me. Greg Street was one of my biggest supporters. Told me I'm a star, I'm a phenomenon. DJ Cosmic Kev, one of my biggest supporters, told me I'm a star, I'm a phenomenon. Sway, these are legendary dudes. I'm a star. Sway told me I got a lot of similarities to Tupac. Sway was one of Tupac's best friends. He said, yo, the way you speak, people gonna love you and people gonna hate you the same way Pac do. The same way they did with Pac. He said, you got a lot of similarities. Your voice, your passion, your love for black people, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I take those people and include as my best friend. These are all legendary people. I'm surrounded by legends that's telling me what's up. And I got to do like Heineken and Space Ghost that's in my corner. So I'm like, yo, like everybody said I'm so great and all that. Yeah, I think I'm dope. I'm not going to lie. I'm confident, right? But what makes me dope is I got dope people around me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not only will you outwork the competition, but if you pick up your phone, you can call the people above everybody else working. So it's kind of, I don't want to say a cheat code, but it's because of your work ethic. It's the years you put into this game. Now those relationships are making a lot of sense. I would love to see you on radio. I think that would be an amazing progression for you in Bag Fuel in general. Like, have you guys thought about creating your own radio stations? You know, right now everything's...
Nah, I'm not really into all that. Way I'm trying to attack the radio is the way I'm doing it. I'm doing something different than nobody ever did. Like when I talked to Cosmic Kev, nobody's been on New York radio, Philly radio, and Atlanta radio at the same time. Me and Heineken on Philly radio, when we go see Cosmic Kev understands our chemistry. I'm saying, so he allows us to be on at the same time. I'm on with Greg Street more in Atlanta solo because Han doesn't travel as much to Atlanta as I do. But if we did, whenever we travel, Greg Street has given us an open door to say, yo, come on whenever y'all are here. Y'all are stars. People need to hear y'all. I'm going to give y'all a platform to speak. And Kluber being my best friend, shout out to Thea Mitchum, the big boss at Power 105, big boss at iHeartRadio. At a party at 4040, she cleared it for Clue to have me on there once a week. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not because of the friendships though. It's because you've been working.
She nudged me. She nudged me and she said, I see what you're doing. I mean, like no cap. I just went to the Ronnie Five joint at Kith. He owns Kith. And Clue DJ is Clue from Master Flex, DJ Clark Kent, and Stretch. And at the dinner, Jim Jones came over to me. Salute to Jim Jones. Like, yo, I see what you're doing. You heat in the streets. You big in the streets. And he said, yo, and I'm about ready to sit down with y'all.
Oh, wow.
So when people is approaching me saying that they ready to sit down with us, I know I just need to keep working. See, most people sit and rest on their laurels, but when Jim came over to me, Jim put the fucking battery in my back, pardon my French. Because he ain't no dude that's just gonna walk over and acknowledge what you're doing. He's been somebody who's seen people to be stars before they became stars, and people didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? He's been one to invest in the people and look out for people and done things that I didn't even know that he did. So when he walked over to me and gave me that acknowledgement. And I mean, it's a lot of people that gave me acknowledgement, but it was the way he did it, bro.
Yeah. Well, one of the first clips I seen that went viral for you was you were talking about Jim Jones and how if you want to be a rapper, you might not be a rapper to be the photographer first. And then you gave him so many flowers talking about how he started out as just the homie and said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be not only the boss behind all this up, but now I'm creating my own lane. Yeah. So how dope is it now that all the people you've been a part of for all these years are now coming to you as the star? Like all these years you've known them personally, had these relationships, but now it's kind of reversed a little bit to where Esso is the star and they're coming to see you because, you know, the light is on you.
I'm still used to get people calling me a star or whatever it is, because I feel like stars, like, if I could be frank, I'm not gonna cap. I feel like if I was a star, we should have 5,000 people up here right now. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how the gram goes and the algorithm, and they want people to pay for things and all of that type of stuff. But I feel like when you a star, you overstand all of that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at myself as somebody that's growing in popularity. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seizing my growing popularity and bringing other things to the table, and I'm hoping that people recognize what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All I could do, like I tell people, I said, all I do, I put my heart into everything that I do. Yeah. That's all that I know. Whether it's going to be good or bad, people say I'm fearless. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even explain to you how it makes me feel good that people even want to have me on their show. People be mad because certain things come down and be like, nah, you got to pay me for that. Like people be in my DMs want me to guide their whole career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, bro, like, get a consultation, $750. It'll change your life. It'll be the best $750 that you spend. If you call me, you say, I really don't have it, I only got 500, I'll do it for 500 to change your life. But you can't think I'm gonna give you this information and send you along your way, and I'm just supposed to get nothing from all these 20 years of work that I've done. It's like Dame Dash telling people, like, yo, I'll be on your podcast, but you gotta give me $500. And they look at Dame Dash, broke. He's not broke. He's just telling you, you gotta tell me you want to invest into your future.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I want to highlight that for you because, you know, I've been reaching out in your DM for a very long time and you respond every time. And to me, that's a major feeling because, like I said, I'm a fan of you. I've been watching you for very long years behind the scenes and now seeing this. So when you responded, you know, it made me want to do anything and everything I can to help you. And one of the first things I was able to do was connect you with Court. Yeah. But come to find out, you and Court knew each other. So I didn't do anything but just give a connection. And I'm sure there's a lot of more that's going on where people have been fans or supporters of you trying to reach out to you. Like, how do you respond to that when people are genuinely trying to support you and they're coming with opportunities or stuff like that? Is that something?
I communicate with the people in my DM.
Yeah.
Right. I put out a big clip that says, why should I talk to people in my DM for free?
Yeah.
And people are bringing big. You sending me and hooking me up with a valuable relationship, that's not free.
Yeah.
I'm getting something from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't think that you're a stranger to me and you're going to call me, you're going to juice me for information. Like, I don't even understand what their psychology is. And people be like, I've talked to bigger people than you, and they talk back. They're not giving you life-changing information, though. It's not about life-changing. Yes, it is. Yeah. And that's what I'm giving. Yeah. I'm giving you information that homeboy's not even gonna tell you, bro. He doesn't even think you worthy to tell you nothing, bro.
And he might not know the real information. He may not know it. He may look good and make it seem like he knows it, but you know, like I said, we can go through the catalog of the songs you've been a part of. It's amazing. So it's like, you know, firsthand. And if you go to a conference, they're charging left and right just to sit in a seat. You're talking about put me on your podcast and let's break down the whole game.
That's what I'm like, yo, who, like, I'm gonna be honest. I just be really lost by the psychology of what they want. You want to go on and you want to put your content or your songs out or your vibe out, and you want to make money to help your family, to buy your mom's a house. I'm doing the same thing, bro. I'm living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gauging people looking at me because I drive a couple nice cars and I'm doing things. I say, yo, I'm making money off of content,
Yeah.
but I also do other things as well, still
Fact.
within the business that you don't know about. I do marketing and digital promotion. Labels pay me for that.
Yeah.
I'm not in a label doing deals no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. But when the label say, yo, we need to have people on your show, we need you to host a, a private event for bloggers, for Pat Chanel, for Def Jam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they pay. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that too, as well as content. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting in movies, Tubi movies, YouTube stuff people calling me for. I do workout things. I'm marketing and branding. I brand for this is Ziglies.com. I'm branding for Yumi Dubs. I wear their clothes. They clothe me. I'm branding for PRPS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing other things to enable to so that y'all get it, but you still can't juice me for free.
Yeah.
I got time. I got a wife. I got people I work with. I got responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you think I'm taking time out in my gram, that's time that I could be doing other things, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all,
Facts. And
all that I'm saying.
the other thing that you and Heineken have done with Bag Fuel is the 8-bar clips. Like, you guys are breaking artists through freestyles. Like those 8-bar clips, Kaya Baby, I can name a whole bunch of them real quick, that because they did it with you, they shot the roof.
Billy B's up there. TL is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Cassidy did one. Graf just did one. We got signed, unsigned people, known, unknown.
Yeah.
It all depends. Some people gotta pay. You don't got no followers and all that. You can't think I'm just gonna just blindly let you on my platform. You gotta pay me. See, I'm not faking no jacks.
Yeah.
You gotta pay me. If you now if you put some stuff down and people know you and you call me, yo, pull up over here. I'm still not driving to you to pay money, but if I'm over here, yo, I'll do it for you, no problem. I'm keeping it all real with y'all. Nothing in life is free. That's all I'm trying to help people realize. Like, nothing in life is free. For some reason,
my bad.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With that is, I've been told because I usually help artists for free for a very long time, and I've been told it's hurting people because when you leave me, they're going to go to somebody else who's going to tax them over their head. So they starting to get conditioned to, well, if Esso did it for me for free, why are you charging me for this? So you're setting them up for success by showing them you got to pay, you got to appreciate somebody's time, and you got to show that what if I do something with you and there's a bag that needs to be paid next, $1,000 to do the next thing. Well, you couldn't pay my fee, so how can you pay the $1,000 fee? So you're just showing them how it really moves.
Yo, I paid for mad shit. I paid the gram to sponsor
3
years ago when I first started.
Yeah.
$50 a week, $100 a week. What are you talking? Like, I paid people. I paid into things. I sold merchandise to make money to pay for shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to pay, and I didn't. Yo, I paid too. 100.
Yeah.
Okay?
Back.
Clue is my man. It took me 3 years to get on Power 105. It took me to be on excuse me, 8 at the table. It took me to be on My Expert Opinion, Hot New Hip Hop, This Is 50, and own Bag Fuel for my own friend to say, okay, you serious, you lit, you can come on my show.
Yep.
And we making money together. And that's my man for real. I'm at his house lifting weights. Okay?
Yeah.
Telling him, yo, you know I'm popping, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you are? Keep banging. Keep banging. And I'm up here like, people like, why you not on with Clue? He got to see I'm serious about my pimping.
Yep.
He got to see. He got to know other people going to like me.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So when people come to me, they ask me for stuff. I'm like, yo, you want to get on 8-bar clips? $350. I'm going to give it to you for cheap. $350. what you done. You got 339 followers. You got 1,000 followers. You got 3,000. You nobody. I'm putting you in the place to be somebody. You think that's free?
Yeah. And it's a very good price. Like when I'm still trying to get artists. Artists are hesitating, but
bro,
there is
they gonna be fit, yo, bro. We started 8-bar clips mid-January.
Yeah.
We had 21,000 followers mid-March. What's the date? March what? We April, right?
Yep.
We April.
6, yep.
We 2.5 months in. We had 21,000 plus.
Yeah.
I got Jim Jones and mad rappers in Atlanta lined up, bro.
Yeah.
People, the record labels is like, it's a phenomenon. I'm telling all these street rappers to come see y'all because they tell them that you want to get deals, go see 8-bar clips. Why? Because it's only 8 bars. It's no beat. It's $350 and you got a chance to go viral. Jump on it. Esso and Heineken is lit. It's a perfect sauce for you to get an opportunity to do what you're doing, yo. But they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They independent, so they say, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say that. But independent means an independent label. That means you put money behind yourself. When you asking people for favors, you're local.
Yeah.
I'm a local unsigned artist.
Yep.
Stop saying I'm independent. Independent people mean I'm independently spending my money.
Yep.
Period. I'm local and I'm unsigned. Just say that. And we good. There's no shame in that. But at least I know where you're coming from.
I can definitely see labels saying you can't get a deal unless you go to Bag Fuel coming up. Like you're such a powerhouse with the podcast and go to 8-bar clips. Like it could be an official almost rollout for an artist. Like test you. Can you get numbers with this? They've already got the platform. They've already got everything lined up. But what can you do as the artist? Because like, you know, you guys were talking about recently Spotify's and all these numbers are, you know, getting increased and stuff like that. So they're looking for different ways to really see, are you hot? Like, you know, for you've been in the game a long time. Why do you think that artists don't spend the money like that? Like they think everything's free sometimes, but nothing's free.
They don't have it. It ain't no slight to them.
Yeah.
But I'm telling them that they don't have it, player. I didn't have it neither.
Yeah.
I was out there talking to drug dealers and hustlers and I didn't have it neither.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling you is when you spit in that language, this is how you sound. Whether you like it or not. I didn't say I didn't sound that way. I'm telling you, you sound that way, so don't do that stupid shit. Don't say, let's work. Don't say, yo, when I get on, don't say that stuff. Don't say, yo, when you ask people for favors with no money, you sounding broke. I've been broke too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when you sounding broke, that's gonna have people like, I don't know if I really want to rock with him like that. I don't know. So why don't you take the information, take it, and build upon it? And say, this is how the big wigs is thinking. Thank you, S. You told me the hard truth that don't nobody want to tell me.
Yeah.
Take it.
And if you watch Bag Fuel, all you got to do is, it's a fact. Go watch Bag Fuel and just watch the full episodes backwards. And you're going to get every piece of game that you need. You can be told what you tell them. Your first step is to get a producer, get you a content person. Like you're breaking it all down. You just have to watch a video.
I tell them, get a content producer, get a real producer, get in the studio. All these rappers saying that they rap, we never see them inside the studio. When you're really rapping, you're going to be in there. These are steps. After you do that and you can't work for yourself, then you need to look for a manager. A manager's going to be somebody that's going to make themselves prevalent because you're going to be out there working. You're going to get to pick and choose. Once you get the manager, then you go find yourself a lawyer.
Yep.
You go research all of these different things and you find these different people and you put your pieces together. And you don't have to rush. People be just rushing so bad they want to roll with an entourage. The entourage is too expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Rolling by yourself will get you in more doors. Because
Facts.
nobody got to worry about baggage or your man or what your man going to do. They know you, and they know how you're going to react to things, and they trust you.
Yep.
They're going to bring you in the door. Get in the door, and then bring somebody else in the door. Why not?
So I know you travel a lot. You know, we got the BET Awards coming, got a lot of conferences. Anything Bagfuel or you're going to be at? Any stages or anything you guys lined up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I got to go to California. I'm traveling so much, like I'm traveling off brand time. So I got to go to California on the 21st to do some work with Way. That's on. She's on American. What's the TV show with all the singers and all that?
American Idol.
Idol. Yeah, she's on there. That's my wife's family. Wayani is what she's going by, but we just call her Way.
Okay.
You know, so we're going out to California to hook Way up with Corey Rooney to see if they can get some real pop breakers that could take her to the next level. So when I'm out in Cali, then I'm gonna be doing 8-bar clips in Cali. I'm gonna be filming some other stuff in Cali. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back for BET because I might have an opportunity to go to Atlanta to be on the radio with Greg Street or for Greg Street instead of going to be. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like all my schedule right now is up in the air. It's opportunities everywhere. And I'm trying to put myself in position to seize every last one of them.
Well, definitely, you know, Greg Street is the family and Casper, they got something major coming, BET Awards. So I'm going to make sure, you know, you get the information. So, you know, Hitman DJs and stuff like that. And then, you know, you've got a lot of major guests you've had on Bagfuel. There's a picture floating around with you and Ray Daniels. You know, I'm a huge fan of both of you. So any dates on when?
Yeah, me and Ray Daniels gonna break the internet is what he says. We gonna break the net. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we met each other at South by Southwest. I don't know Ray. One of my closest friends, Nigel Sparks, knows Ray and holds Ray in high regards. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like me and Ray just like minds. I saw him on the gram, and when he walked in, I told Space, I said, I think I know that dude from somewhere. And he walked over, and then his peoples came over to me and was like, yo, Ray Daniels, blah. And I walked up, I said, hell yeah. I went over, took the picture with him. And I was like, I posted the picture and sent it to Ray because I promote being with each other in this podcasting. I'm promoting togetherness, not black and white and Chinese, just people of like minds. If people can be together and work together, it's ways for us all to make it. I don't care if Ray Daniels is in my lane. It's two motherfuckers in the same lane. We're going to drive side by side. Yeah. And we're going to talk shit together. And I'm going to come on your show. You're going to come on my show. Yeah. Whoever you rock with, tell them I'm that dude. Yeah. Whoever I rock with, I tell them you that dude. Me and Ray Daniels met one time in Texas. And I hold him in high regards. I follow him. We definitely going to break the net. We were supposed to break the net, which he calls it, last week. Oh, 2 weeks ago. But I couldn't get to Atlanta. I had to cancel my trip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we was going to break the net then. But I'm going to see him soon. And I'm going to be on his show. That's dope. We going to burn down. And I'm just see where it go. I'm planting seeds everywhere. Like, if people call me with the right thing and they got the right thing behind them, I'm willing to rock with them. Yeah. Like I always tell people, I just tell people, like, yo, if you ain't got nothing going on and I got stuff going on, send me a couple dollars, God. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a business, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the flip, we got to transfer something. Everybody got to get something from the relationship.
I'm gonna say flip side of that though is you don't want money all the time though, because you know there's been a few times we sound like, nah, I don't want it. You know, if you earn it, if I earn it, I'll take it from you. But you know, and that's really dope. And then
I've turned down money definitely. I'd be like, I'm not that guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta pay. See, I don't tell people about that. People don't know I've turned down money, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I can't take your money. I'm not that guy. I don't think I'm ready yet. Yeah. Now, I've done that many times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then I know you're busy, so I'll go and we'll end it up real quick. But I want to shout out you because you know you had Ron Browns on Bagfuel, and then you go out to this, you know, the video shoot with him and Vado. So it shows that you're not only having people come to your show to be guests, but you're building real relationships, and you guys are pulling up to support them. They're supporting you. Like, you know, how's it feel to get to see these things, know they came to your platform first, and then these real relationships are being formed to where if he goes and gets a major deal, you're going to be, you know, the lane for it. Like you're kind of creating a new network, basically.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think about that. I just
Mm.
put in the people who give me a good vibe. Ron
Yeah.
Browns didn't know me. His man Claudie B, shout out to CB Harlem, 3333 135 in Broadway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to Claudie B. Claudie B made the connection. And since Claudie B made the connection, Ron Brown's been nothing but a cool stand-up guy. I just go with vibes.
Yep.
Some people
Facts.
come and work with us. I catch a vibe and I try to work with them, talk to them. Sometimes they don't rock with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they move on or whatever. And then sometimes there's some people that just take to you. You know what I'm saying? And I just go with the flow. Like I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna spread myself out there. I'm not that in your face, ha 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 ha. No. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm more on camera. I am that person. But
Yeah.
the person that you get on camera is who I am off camera.
Right. It's no facade.
That person that you see on camera is not the person you're gonna see in the club,
Yeah.
unless I'm with my people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you getting that boisterousness because me, Heineken, and Space Ghost, and they're getting on my nerves. Like this is what people don't even understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
They they mess with me, like they get great joy out of getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna make you be like, yo, what the hell? Like they're
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to
I just go off and they be like, that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, that's gonna go. Then people see us and they be like, how y'all how do y'all fight like that? And y'all really friends? Like if you're not my friend, we can't fight like that.
Yeah, there's no
Because you're gonna take it personal. Things that Ghost has said to me, things I said to Ghost,
yeah.
Heineken, me and by Heineken said some shit. I'll be like, damn, I thought you was on my side. Like I thought you was my man. You know what I'm saying? But I know that you can have your opinion on television or YouTube, whatever people want to call it. We don't gotta agree.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree
Yeah.
with them. You know what I'm saying? I do respect them undyingly. They like I'm the money dude in the family.
Yeah.
So when I'm calling them, like I just hit them yesterday. I said, yo, I just sent y'all some gas money. Instead of Ghost saying, okay, he's like, for what now? Why are you sending me money again? What's it for? I said, Ghost, who asked why somebody sending them money? Just take the fucking money. But we didn't work for the other money we got paid for. They paid in advance. Relax, bro.
Well, there's no better
you know what I'm saying?
feeling. There's no better feeling to pay other people for their services or looking out for them. Like when you get blessed, give it back to somebody else, and then it puts those seeds. So now they're starting to send you money out of nowhere, and you're like, it just becomes a feeder system of everybody. And one last thing I want to highlight is like the bag fuel. You guys have had a lot of dope guests, but I love the individual lives you guys are doing. Where's this you and Heineken, and then Space Ghost just talking about topics.
Those are my favorite. They argue with me. Those are my favorite. I said because when we have on guests, we tend to be asking them questions, and we're not talking about giving game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be a conversation, but they want to get on and they want to talk about what they got going on. And I want to talk about, yo, did you see the UFO land in Alaska?
Right.
Yo, is that going to fuck up our digital currency or what? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to talk about. But they want to talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, the record. Yeah. And I'll be fighting with them. I'll be like, yo, we should just do mass shit of ourselves. Just let people come to us. Because when we was on Math Show, I'm going to keep it real, the shows, people don't realize the shows that got us cooking was just us. Yeah. Me and Heineken was the guest.
Yep. You were the highlight. Yep.
That's the ones that was getting us cooking. That's what made people want to come on the show and argue with us all. Not just me. Yeah. They wanted to argue with us all because they got a full flavor of who we were as people. I'm not afraid. See, this is what I want people to know before this cuts off or whatever. Don't be afraid to be you and have somebody just say, I don't like you, or you're not the star. You're never going to find out if you're the star if you don't try. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So when you always having all of these guests, Jim Jones is a star. But ain't nobody paying attention to you when Jim Jones is there. They pay attention to Jim Jones.
To see Jones, yeah.
They came to see Jones. He got the jewelry on. He got the records. He's out right now. He's working out. You know what I'm saying? He's on Versus.
Yeah.
They coming to see this dude. He's on Revolt doing the weather, whatever the hell he's doing. So they like, oh, they got Jones. Let's go see Jones.
Yeah.
But
now they're coming to see you guys. They coming to see Bag Fuel. And if you have Cassidy, oh my God, that's really dope. Like, I'm checking out Bag Fuel, the 8 bars. I'm already subscribed. And then you bring Cassidy. I'm like, oh, that's the GOAT. So I'm excited because I know you've got a lot of friends that are lyricists and, you know, known for killing the bars. So when you start you haven't even started calling your friends yet. Like, most of the people on the live are friends. So
calling nobody. Yo, listen.
Yeah.
I'll be with them. I asked Grab. Grab was supposed to set it off.
Okay.
And Grab didn't set it off. So I said, you know what? I ain't going to call my friends. I'm just going to wait till people want to do it. Yeah. I'm going to put the word out. I had Def Jam. You know, I got a contract on Def Jam. So I said, let me get Connie Diamond, y'all. And I asked them, I said, can y'all get Connie Diamond to do the 8-bar clip? And they got Connie to do the 8-bar clip. And that's how we set it off. And then we had OT The Real come on. That's my man. He did it. Then we had Billy B, Girl Code, and then Kaya Baby. And then from that point on then, people started noticing. Because people at the record label, which if y'all watching, everybody's looking for a way to promote themselves at the lowest cost effective as possible. And time is a big deal. When you go to a lot of shows, you got to do different cuts. You got to do different things. When you come to 8-bar clips, 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. Dope.
Mic them.
Yeah.
Do your 8-bar. See you later. What's it going up? Tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Immediately. Okay.
That's what you getting. So at the record label, and I'm telling people who's trying to pay me, who want to do it at the record label, they're calling it a phenomenon. I'm not capping.
Yeah.
One of the biggest radio guys out, Chris Green, said 8-bar clips is crazy. He's looking at it like an invention, bro. So I'm telling people, you think it's gonna be $350 for a long? Once it gets to 100, it's gonna get to 100K because you know why? This is the science, y'all. When y'all go to 8-bar clips, you're gonna just keep scrolling.
Yep.
Whether you like the rapper or not. Oh, she's whack.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lit. He's okay. She's trash. She's fire.
Yeah.
You just keep going. Everybody starts in. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can't, bro, you better get on it. People that got 20,000 views never got 20,000 views. Ever.
Yeah. And I know that a lot of labels, a lot of radio are starting to do podcasts. So are you and Heineken and the team, have you guys thought about major deals?
None of the networks have called us. I think that the networks haven't called me. I'm going to be honest because I'm 40. I think because I'm 40 years old, me and Heineken is 40 years old, I think that they rather go with something younger instead of what they would call a star.
Yeah.
Maybe they think because I'm 40, my star is going to burn out. They might not look at me like Idris Elba or Morgan Freeman or Samuel L. Jackson, one of them dudes that got on when they was in their 40s and went on to be bigger stars than everybody else.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like everybody else see that. I'm marketing branding. I don't know too many podcasts. I'm being real. And people correct me because I'm not a content consumer. So if I'm wrong, correct me. I don't know too many podcasters / YouTubers / influencers that are marketing jewelry, clothes, sneakers, and major brands. I don't know none.
Nope.
I got 85,000 followers on Instagram, and I tell everybody, when you think about that, Instagram ain't the only thing. I don't have followers on YouTube.
Right.
I just have posted. If you go to Bag Fuel, we got almost 30,000 subscribers and all that. my repost game and my reach is out of this world.
Yeah.
So I'm in places where you can't even see me. I can't even walk this. For somebody who got this little bit of followers on Instagram, everywhere I go, people know me.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
shocked. And I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at people like, do you want to take a picture? Because I want to keep the popularity going. Yeah. Take a picture with me, post me. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem. Take a picture, post me up. You know what I mean? Whatever you try to do.
And I remember you mentioned that the repost, because I'm one, Stop Beefing Radio High. We're reposting as much of your guys' stuff as we can, and sometimes we don't know how the originator feels about that. But you made a comment how grateful you guys are that we're reposting it, and it's like that's just the proof of the concept. If we help you guys as much as we can, no telling what happens next. Like, what I mean? Because we are all in the industry. You might be in an event, and there we are. And now because we built this relationship, we can help even more. Like that, I told you day one we first started talking, I want to help you guys become the #1 podcast. I just want to, I see something in you, and I see God has a great hold on what you guys are bringing to the game. And it's really needed. Like there are so many people, that's why I started doing these lives. There's so many people snaking artists and acting like they know something, taking big checks from them, and they don't have a clue. So if I can highlight you, Esso, and everyone who catches this live or the replay, now they know, hey, I can go get 8-bar clips. I can go get bag fuel. They got real relationships. It can maybe help them achieve, get to that next level, get to what they're trying to do in the industry.
I mean, that's the plan of bag fuel, fueling young minds to get to the bag. That's the whole, that's the whole purpose of bag fuel, or what Heineken was like, yo, what can we do, blah, blah, blah. And me and my god sister came up with the name. And then when Space Ghost came on board, he kind of refined it. Because we're still doing it. Even though we was on Mad Show, we was doing it every now and then. I was arguing with Heineken about doing it. He didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it. And when Space Ghost was like, yo, I'm gonna help y'all do it. He's like, y'all need to just focus on business.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I was like, yo, you could talk about business. You can't. You don't have enough time to talk about business, bro. In life.
And because it is an entertainment music podcast, but it's a business podcast. Like you mentioned currency. Why don't we go Earn Your Leisure, get Ian Dunlap or Wall Street Trapper to be on Bag Fuel? Like there's no limit to the guests you guys can have, because bags are more than music.
They're not going to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that we won't have them.
Okay.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to bring me that close. People see what happened with math. I'm going to have to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's going to bring me in. Like, once you understand that and you know what you got to do, it's not personal. Nobody don't want somebody else to come in their shit and blow up bigger than they shit. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? That's just reality. I'm the only motherfucker, like Heineken will tell you, I'm the only motherfucker, I'll be like, yo, you can go do the work and I can go to the beach and you can get the fame. I just want my money. That's just me. He tells people, Esso is the only person that can go off into the sunset and not look back.
Yeah.
Cause I just want to be with my wife. I just want to be on the beach. I want to be fun in the sun and working out, drinking ginger lime shots and all that. You know what I'm saying? Well, but if I gotta work, I'm gonna put the work in too.
You guys, you're talking about, you got bigger aspirations. You're talking movies. You're talking modeling. Like, let's. You have to be able to keep visualizing. You were behind the scenes before, so it doesn't. I was behind the scenes before COVID too, and I had to come out to get where we're going.
Come outside. Come outside.
To come outside if people want to know you. And you mentioned that we'll end with that. How important is it for people who want to get in the game or really want to pursue this stuff to get outside, to get off the computers?
I'm on Power 105 with Clue once a week because I came outside. Boss Lady and Mitchell knew me for 15 years. It just so happened that we went to the Way Up Ye launch at 4040. Ange called Heineken. Yeah. Heineken said, well, if she called me, that means that they want you to come too because we a package deal. We went there. I saw Boss Lady. I waited, was going to leave. Clue walked in. Clue said, let's go over to Boss Lady's side. We drinking, and boss lady like, well, you doing your thing?
Yeah.
And Clue was like, well, can I get him on my show? Like I've been talking to you about it. She was like, yeah, you can get a shot.
Because
That's because I was outside,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Okay? That's because I was outside. And if it wasn't for Heineken getting the invite and telling me to bring me, it was all last minute. I still would be talking to Clue like, yo, why you not gonna let me get on the radio? Or I still gotta talk to Boss Lady, but Boss Lady was right
yep,
there. And we was vibing.
yep. Sometimes just being in the place and getting to meet that other person, like Clue's your friend, and I know you don't want to call the favors anyways because you want to stand on your own, but when you're there with Boss Lady, she got to see how dope you were, and she got to see the reaction that everybody had. It's a no-brainer. Like, oh shit, you cool with Clue, and you got this this attention going on right now, but you can do it the job too. So that's what we got to highlight is not only do you need to get the opportunity, but you got to be able to deliver, and you deliver every time. So I salute you on that.
I appreciate that, man.
And then last thing, like I said, I know we were only supposed to do 30 minutes, but
no, you fine. You fine.
Okay.
I'm out in Pittsburgh. I got my cousins here, so I come to Pittsburgh. I come film out here, and I help my father take care of my mom's. So I do once a month. That's why sometimes people like when I wouldn't be on Mass Show or you don't see me with Clue. Sometimes it's because I'm here with my moms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like
family
my
first.
father and my mother need me. You know what I'm saying? So like that supersedes all this other good stuff. And that's why I be telling people like I've been in the game for a long time, and I was traveling, and I didn't really understand. It was the time that you spend with the people that's the value. But I always work to be able to pay bills. So I'm paying people bills. I'm paying people bills. Yeah, that's cool, but people need you.
They do. Yeah.
They need you. So I take pride in being there for my family, friends, and loved ones. That's why I keep a really small circle. I don't keep a big circle, and not because I don't like people.
Yeah,
it's because my heart, it can't go in but so many different directions. You know,
you only got so much time. Eric Thomas always talks about it. You got to look at yourself as like a cell phone battery. You got 100%. So if you're spending 50% on music, 10% on your wife, like you run out of time no matter how much time you want to get. So sometimes you just got to step away and give your family that 100%. So they know when you got to go do what you're supposed to be doing, they don't feel like they got left out of it. You know what I mean? And that's the most important part. That's what I said. One thing I really love about you and what you're doing is you're showing it from a family's perspective that you can be successful in the entertainment industry as long as you put in the work. But you can, a lot of people think you have to be single and, young to do this, but you're laying the blueprint right now that if you put forth the time and effort, you can do it.
But I must say, I want to say this before I go. It's because I made a lot of mistakes with my baby moms when I was young, and a lot of other women, that when I got to my wife, I knew what it took and what it needed. And she's a worker, so she's different from me. She hasn't faced the reality. Like, she still works. I'm like, why are you working? Why are you doing this? Like, even my cousin that's here was just talking about my wife. Like, she was like, I can't believe she's still working. And my cousin was a worker, right? Now they all come into my side, and I'll be like, yo, we got to, it's no point to do all this work if you're not going to enjoy life.
Yeah.
But like, what's the perk? Like, I'll be totally lost when people be working, and they be like, well, you get to enjoy. I'll be like, part of my planning is enjoyment. Duh. You're not planning. Are you planning for the enjoyment? And they be like, no. Me and my wife, we go to dinner every Friday at 5:30. She's my fucking thought every Friday, guaranteed.
Yep.
If I don't do nothing for the whole week, if I'm busy, if I'm traveling, when 5:30 come and we sitting there, Nobu or Lore or some shit like that.
Yeah.
She got the thotty dress on. We lit. We done worked out all week. You already know I'm knocking your head off with this dirt when I get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. That's how. But I'm just fun. Like, I just like to do stuff. Like, she tells me, she be like, yo, other women, they be bored with their man or whatever. She be like, I never know what he gonna do. She might come home and be like, yo, let's go to Miami tomorrow. For what? I just want to go to the beach.
Yeah, I just want to go. I love that. Yeah.
And it don't be because we got this abundance of money. I make good money. Don't get me wrong, but I take care of people too. Yeah. I just always tell people I'm willing to spend it.
Yeah.
for my joy.
A lot of people
It's,
treat the dollar like it won't come back, but if you just freely spend it, then it comes back even more faster than you believe.
I had to learn that. I had to learn that. I was the people that I wasn't spending it, bro.
Yeah.
And I've always been a giving person. I just didn't have a lot. So when you didn't have a lot, you tried to hold on to the dollar a little bit tighter, thinking it's gonna stretch, but really that money that you would have spent would have built a relationship that was gonna have you make some money.
Yeah. Well, this all started because you took your school money, you took your student loans or scholarships or whatever you had, and you used that to start throw concerts, throw shows. If you never took that risk, then did you ever get to where you are? Like, so sometimes you got to let that money go. You got to take those chances. I think that's why you're so big on you got to spend some money, because you did it. You took the chance.
I spent the money. Thank you. That's why people be looking at me like I spent the money. They be like, how? I got school loan money. I sold weed.
Yeah.
I got school loan money and sold weed to throw parties, bro. Yeah. That's why I be telling everybody. I'll be like, yo, everybody look. I'll be like, I spent the money I'm telling you to spend. When I talk to Heineken, I'm like, Heineken, tell them how much money I spent on myself.
Yeah.
So if you thinking I'm a phenomenon, right? Like everybody say, oh, he's a phenomenon. This phenomenon spent money, okay? And I'm admitting it.
Yeah.
I'm not acting like somebody just saw me one day. Oh, Kim Kardashian reposted me and put me in the stories and now I'm lit. No, player. I sponsored. I made my own flyers. My wife was driving me around Southside Jamaica, Queens, and New Jersey, and places where I was getting big at. And she would drive me, and I was putting my own flyers on cars.
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Everywhere. In the heat, in the cold. See, I'll be like, yo, don't worry about it. Just if you drive next to me, I'm gonna slide these, I'm gonna put these on windshields.
Yeah.
Swear to God, 3 years ago. Okay.
So not a long time ago in the beginning. This was talking about
42. I was 39.
Yeah.
I was 39.
Yeah. That's amazing. And just think about it this way, because you did that, like we haven't even got to the biggest highlight recently, you were able to patch up a long-standing, I don't want to say beef, but Clue and Funk Flex. Like, because of
the headline said I passed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I only had a part in it. I didn't pack anything up. I'm gonna tell it like it is. But everybody still says it was because of me. But right. I wouldn't agree. They was having problems. I did something for Flex. If people remember, Flex called out Math to give him a song or whatever.
Yep.
There was a discrepancy in how it was being related. So out of nowhere, Funk Flex called me.
Wow.
I didn't even understand why he called me. He followed me and he called me.
Oh.
He said, if anybody can get this done, you can get this done. Can you communicate this with Math? I communicated it with Math or whatever. Everything worked out. Everything went fine. After we did that with Math, he said something about Clue on air in that process. I called Flex. He didn't pick up the phone. I said, damn, Flex played me. It's who I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
bumped into him at a party. And I said, damn. I said, yo. And he's like, yo, S, he really didn't know. There's a lot of people that really don't know how close to me and Clue is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people feel like if he was really that close, Clue would have been posting him, doing this, doing that. They don't know how me and him go. Yeah. And he'd be like, he didn't DJ, he didn't did this. I'll wait till he's ready. When he's ready, I got him.
Yeah.
I got relationships. I don't need him. He's my ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom. So I bump into Flex. I said, Flex, how could you shout on my man? Like, you know, like I helped you out with the Math situation, and Clue is my man.
Yeah.
Like you made me look bad. He said, yo, S, I really didn't know that was your man. I'm gonna keep it right. I said, Flex, for real. Just in a party. Yeah. No, I'm humble. I can't even believe that this motherfucker is talking to me mono like this.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, nah, so. And I'm like, yo, bro. He's like, he's like, my bad. I apologize. He said, I'm gonna give you one favor. One thing in the entire world you can cash in with me.
Okay.
And I said, I just want peace with you and Clue. And he said, and he said, Clue didn't tell you that we went to dinner and we squashed it and everything. I said, no, he didn't tell me that you went to dinner. They had went to dinner before I said this to him. Okay? But I said, I just want peace with you and my man. I said, we all together. We all black men together. We can't be fighting with each other. I said, I think we can make more money together than fighting with each other. And he said, you got it. After that, he posted me and Clue's podcast on his page. He never did that before.
Nope.
Next thing you know, they at the Ronnie event at KIT. They DJing together. Yeah. I don't know if they ever did that before, but if they did, it hasn't been in decades.
That never happened before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when Space Ghost saw it all go down, and I'm cool. Everybody knows who's my best friend, and I walk over. I'm cool with Flex. I have no problem with Flex. And so when Space Ghost saw it, Space Ghost was like, this shit would not be happening if it wasn't for you. Period. Well, so that's how he looked at it. But I did say that they went to dinner prior to me saying that to Flex, and they squashed it.
Well, I want to highlight that because they may have did it before then, but it may have been the relationship with you and Clue and then Flex respecting you that even made it as a common denominator. They're like, you're the person they knew together.
That's speculation. Flex got to say that.
You're right.
Like, that's how Ghost feels. That's Ghost feeling. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, Clue's had a lot of friends that Flex could have had squashed it. Like, you know, Flex, Clue and Fab is tight.
Yeah.
Fab and Flex is tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I made it my business. I did. I love Clue. Yeah. Like, there's no ifs, ands about it. Like, that's my man. Like, if it wasn't for him, people tried to get me out the game when I was young, and he held on to me like, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love Clue. That's my brother. Yeah. But I do respect Flex. You know what I'm saying? And I do have an admiration for Flex because of how he treats me. He treats me differently. He posts me. He bigs me up. He does whatever he can. I know he can't do much more because I'm Clue's man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't going to do much more than what he's doing, but what he's doing is like over the top. I'm thankful. Yeah. That's why I say I got legends: Clue, Flex, Street, Kev. Yeah. I can't go wrong with people like that guiding me and showing me and telling me what I need to do. And Sway, I got to shout out Sway too.
Well, but like you said, you had the chance to tell Funk Flex. You didn't know him that well. You had one opportunity, one wish. You could have asked for anything in the world because this is Funk Flex. I want peace between you and DJ Clue. Like, Stop Beefing Radio comes from stop beefing and start eating. So once we all start working together and unifying, you can create a lot of greatness. And that just shows who you really are. And so, like, you could have asked for anything.
I wanted him on my show. I asked him again. He was like, I can't do it now. I got to do Nori's first. I said, well, listen, I made money off of booking Clue at Ronnie's event. It worked. Yeah. That was my vision. Yeah. If we stop beefing, we can get some money together. And it worked. Yeah. I got a couple dollars.
Well, imagine you bring Flex to Clue's the air pollution podcast.
I'm trying. That's a thought, but I wanted to bring him on Bag Fuel first because I feel like that would be more comfortable.
Got you.
And that would be something that he could see how I work, and I could say, "Yo, will you come on the show with me?" And I feel like that would be come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
too much.
Like, you overstepping your boundaries now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, in the industry,
and for Clue. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know, in the industry, sometimes it takes somebody being the medium person to make the connection. Like, there's a lot of people that I connect that they already know the relationship, so they already have the connect. It's just they won't be the one that reached out. So if you're being the connection for that, you never know. Like, the sky's the limit with it, because as your star continues to rise, it won't be Clue and Flex. It'll be they know you. So, you know what I mean?
Yo. That's the plan, bro.
Yeah.
I said this time they put out a list of the top 25 hip hop dudes, and Clue called me and said, "How the fuck did they leave you off the list, bro? Ain't nobody doing." He's like, "Ain't nobody." No disrespect to the people that was on the list,
right?
And Mav deserved to be number 10. He did.
But
in the description of why he was number 10 was Esso and Heineken.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Right in the description, I said, yo, that was the show he got. Yo, he does get his just due.
Yep.
800,000 subscribers. He's lit. But in the description, you put the kid.
Yeah.
You know
It was a
saying?
different.
Like,
It was a different
in episodes.
it was a different energy when you and Heineken were there, and then the guests. Like, we're not gonna take anything away, is that? But the truth is the truth. You guys added a lot of value to that, and that's why when you guys left and handled it the way you did, everybody went with you. It's like there was no anger.
And
No.
he got people that went with him because he would have fans, but like I try to explain to everybody, and this is the humblest thing that I can say, and I go back and forth with Heineken about this. If he would have told me that Math Hoffa would have let me be on his show for 9 months, and I was going to get 60,000 followers and worldwide,
Right.
not nationwide, worldwide recognition, I would say, sign me up.
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
Yeah.
Do I wish that it would have went differently, just as people?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I never walked away. People think I walked away. Stop, like I never walked away, bro. Yeah. I'm not dumb. I'm a businessman. Who would walk away to start all over?
Yeah.
Like, that it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, I always tell people the writing says Math Hoffa's, my expert opinion. Yeah. It's his show.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants to do with it. I could not like it. The world could not like it, my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that remains is he had that platform before I was ever even on it.
Yeah.
Period.
But you had Bag Fuel before you ever went there.
I was on Bag Fuel before I was there.
Yeah.
That's how he saw me, was on Bag Fuel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I wasn't like this my whole life, but I look at things in a positive way. Like people thought that after I was off Math's show, I was done. I'm bigger than I ever been. Yeah. People that don't know be like, "Are you okay?" And I'll be like, "Am I okay?" You don't know what's up. Am I okay? Like, what are you talking about? Like, am I okay? I'm bigger than I ever been. What are you talking about? Like, because
when I saw you guys McCab and you guys are saying you guys should be on the podcast for all these festivals, you're gonna have your own festival, Esso. It's gonna be the Bag Fuel Festival, and you're gonna invite a couple friends, couple DJs, and it's gonna be a movie because you guys are laying an amazing foundation. You're helping all these up and coming artists, Kaya Babies, the Hoodies, as we said. These are all artists that are gonna be major in a couple more years. So they're getting their start from you, and you just give them back to everybody. So I don't think the list, but sometimes they don't put people on the list because, like you said, you're gonna outshine the list. Like if you give,
I don't know about outside the list, but I'm gonna say this: they put us on the list because the work we did got mapped to number 10.
Yeah.
So if I put the same work in this year for myself, I should be on the list. You get your stuff a year late. He deserved to be up.
Yeah.
The show was phenomenal in 2022. It was. And I'm not saying that because I was on it. I'm saying that I was fucking there. The show was fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an excitement around it that I've never seen. I remember I called Heineken. This is real shit. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm in Pittsburgh last year, summertime. I'm coming to see my mom, and they doing the Method Man joint. They just did the Method Man joint, and I had missed it. I said, yo, how'd it go, Han? He was like, yo, shit was good, but, you know, niggas be wanting to really see you and all that, but it was good. And I said, who's the hottest motherfuckers in New York right now? Like, who will we get on the show? Who's the hottest motherfuckers in New York? Word to mother, it's last year, July or June. He's naming people. He's like, but they not hot. They not hot. I said, it's us, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's y'all.
We the hottest shit in New York. Maybe even in the industry, motherfucker. Yeah. I said, take the time and look in the mirror and look at yourself.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see. So when all this occurred, I said, yo, just lay low. I said, if people, this is how I felt. If people really, really rocked with me, they gonna come find me.
Yep.
Everything I'm doing on Bag Fuel, it's what I was doing up there. I was giving information about the music business. It's just, it was rappers there that was arguing with me about it.
Right. Right.
I'm doing the same thing. They was arguing with me about it, and they was wrong. So you can still come to Bag Fuel on YouTube and get the same thing that you're going to get. And I'm cracking jokes on motherfuckers. I'm yelling on motherfuckers. It's the same shit that I do over there. That's what we was doing on Bag Fuel. In the first, we was arguing. Me and Heineken argue all the time about everything. So that's what people got on the show. We arguing back and forth. When I did the write-up, I said, oh, the arguing, the chaotic shit. That was just the last show that we just did. Me and Heineken argued. It's dropping Friday. We argued for the first 10 minutes about a phrase, about me telling him, I didn't tell you to go to no fucking party. That's not what I said, for 10 minutes. Going back and forth. And then we say, yo, let's get into the fucking show. Because that was real. That's how we do. You know
I think that David Chan said it best is or Gary Vee, when you're recording stuff, you got to get everything. Don't just make it a polished presentation. They want to see, us as fans want to see you guys going back and forth and seeing the different viewpoints and then coming together to do the bigger vision of the show. You know what I mean? Like, so many people want to make it look like everything's perfect, but you're showing the real life behind the scenes. Have you guys, always talk about monetization. Have you guys thought about a merch line for Bag Fuel, or you think about Patreon?
We got merch. I used to sell all the merch.
Okay.
Directly. It's just, I'm too busy. And I haven't set it up. Like 38 Special sat down with me and he gave me the formula of what him and Benny the Butcher did.
Yep.
I just don't have the manpower. They have a system. He told me the whole system. I just don't have the people that understand it and want to get money. You gotta have people that want to get money, get merch.
Yeah.
You want to get rich? You want to do my merch? It's not sexy.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of motherfuckers out here that want sexy jobs. They want recognition jobs. They don't want to just get paid. You know what I'm saying? To help set up some type of machine, whereas help me figure out how we're gonna have an assembly line from when I post the merch. Because bro, I sell capsules. They sell out. I was selling capsules all last year when I was on the show. Yeah. Every 2-3 months, I had a new capsule of 100 pieces selling out in a month. Sweatsuits for $200 and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't had time. It's blowing up. It's blowing up a lot because really we had put Bag Fuel to the side and we was just on Mav Show. Now we got Bag Fuel, Air Pollution, 8-bar clips. I'm back to modeling again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hosting way more because my popularity is through the roof. I'm about to host something for Def Jam for Pap Chanel. I did a stage in South by Southwest at Def Jam, just did. So now I'm traveling. I'm on the radio. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all of these different things, I can't tell them. I'm
gonna send you a link. It's called Printful. It does all that for you. Just people buy it right off the website. But like I said, man, I really appreciate this conversations. I've been a fan of yours for a very long time. I told everybody with Stop Beefing Radio, I've done 150 lives. This is my favorite, most important one, man. So I'm having a conversation with you, man, for real.
Oh, bro, that means a lot to me. Real talk.
And then last thing before we get out of here, can you tell the fans and listeners where they can see Bag Fuel? I know you guys drop on different days, clips and all that. Let's break that down.
Well, on Bag Fuel, YouTube is just Bag Fuel, BAGFUEL. We drop on Mondays and Fridays, and on Wednesdays is the unsigned interviews when we have. We drop clips all through the week, and that's how we come. And we come with 2 episodes per week. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then you're making micro. Are you guys creating your own descriptions, your own captions? You got a social media? Or
everything. Everything. When you talk to Bag Fuel, I run basically Air Pollution and Bag Fuel.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So I run those Instagrams. Heineken will do a lot of the shorts and everything on Air Pollution and on Bag Fuel. And put words together and find other clips for Bag Fuel. Ghost posts everything up on the YouTube. He programs everything and he makes all the clips.
Okay, dope. Are you guys using any of these AIs yet? You know, there's a lot of
Ghost uses some of the AIs. That's Ghost department. Ghost is more familiar with the AI. He's playing. I'm sorry, the light went off, but he's playing with he's playing with it now.
Okay.
working it out for us.
Well, like I
You know what I'm saying?
like I said, man, anything I can do to help you, Stop Beef from Radio, DM, like I make clips. I'm the one behind the scenes. I take pride in helping with that. So we'll keep doing that. And then next year, NBA All-Star Game is in Indianapolis. So hopefully we
I'll
can
be there. Are you in
Yeah, I'm
Indianapolis?
based out of
That's where
Indianapolis.
my cousins is at, Naptown, bro.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
be there.
Yeah.
I'll be, yo, bro. I'll be in Naptown. I'll be in that. My closest cousin Pooh is in Naptown. I'll be in that town. I just don't publicize where I be at. But I'll be in that town because they from Pittsburgh. That town 6 hours from here. Yeah,
Yep.
I know the whole wave. Chicago. I got family in Chicago. My cousin Marlon. I know the whole wave about the Midwest. I'm all over there, bro. I almost bought a condo in that town like 15 years ago.
I mean, you guys were talking about New York, how much stuff costs. Imagine spending 200,000 in that, and you got a mansion versus
That town crazy, but y'all got the tornadoes and all that. It's crazy right now.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hip. I'm hip. Let's see if y'all get Lamar Jackson, and you'll see me there more.
Okay, we're hoping for that right now. We got I'll send you the flyer. We got a big event for the 50 years of hip hop. We're bringing a lot of legends to the city. So if you guys want to come, I'll make sure Gino, the person putting it together, sets it up for you. And then, like I said, man, this is just the introduction. We're gonna keep working, and we're gonna help as any way we can. The Hype Magazine, Stop Beef from Radio, Next Level DJs, like anything we have is at your disposal to help uplifting and doing what you guys are doing.
I appreciate that, God.
All right. Last thing, any shout outs you want to give, or if there's people out there that want to help you?
I just want to shout out my mother, my father, my wife, my daughter, little Randy. I miss her deeply. I haven't seen her in a while. I want to shout out Sheraya J. She has had a baby. She had a newborn baby. Heineken, of course. Ghost, of course. All my family, friends, and my supporters, man. I love y'all.
Well, like I said, I appreciate your time tonight, and you have a good night, fam.
No doubt. You too.
Woo.